All right, so 2 days ago I squatted 365 for a double. That's really heavy for me. It's about 90% or maybe 85%. And today I kind of wanted to essentially practice more. I needed more practice. I felt like I did because I wasn't able to train as often as I liked last week because of my knee. And I wanted to make sure that it was perfect, and I didn't want to be scared to train or scared to do my meet and give it all that I got. So 225, just wanted to feel things out, making sure that the bar is sitting in the right spot on my back. And kind of what I'm finding with this low bar position is because my chest and my shoulders are so tight, it takes me about 3 to 5 sets before I can get it into the right place or feel comfortable enough so that way it doesn't bother me so much. So what you're seeing here is just me practice singles and doubles with very light weight. And I'm finding that this is a really good way to practice the positioning of the bar, practicing for shoulder position and stretching out the chest. And even if you're not doing a bunch of sets with heavy weight, I think this is a really good way to kind of practice the position, because essentially in powerlifting, the bar position is critical to making sure that you lift the maximum amount of weight and that you get yourself right for the proper leverages. So 225 for more reps. You can see me, I just kind of didn't edit that part out where I was resting. And this next section that's coming up, I kind of want to show you how I use my belt or how I've been using it. I made a video about this, but essentially what you do is you just find something like a squat rack and you just kind of pull. You use it to pull yourself so that you can make the belt tighter. I learned this from Mark Ripito in a video he made, but it's been very helpful. So here is a 315 now. Again, all I'm doing here is, obviously I'm wearing my knee wraps because I want to make sure that I'm preserving my joints for any errors in movement. And I just do a single there, and I do another single literally a minute later. So it's like a set of one, then a set of one, almost on the minute, almost like every minute on the minute. Do I do another one? Yeah, I do another set of one. And then I decide that I was going to do a set of 5 to finish off my workout for the day or for squatting, because I have, my meet's very close. And I actually have another video I'm going to post on this where I'm actually doing a bar path analysis. And I found that my bar path is perfect right here. It's really good, not perfect, but pretty damn perfect. Perfect for me at least. And I'm finding that as long as I keep that bar back there, I can keep a vertical bar path and I can lift the most amount of weight. And here's 405. This is not something I can squat. This is probably what I'm going to open up with, or actually might have it as my second attempt because I'm still not accustomed to squatting very heavy on a low bar. Or not squatting heavy, period, I should say. But all I'm doing here is I'm just practicing walking out the bar, the weight, and just holding it on my back. I think this has some merit to it because I'm finding that this really does help my body get used to just holding weight. And also makes it so that I'm not so scared, because if you have, it's okay to have a little bit of fear and caution, but when you have too much fear, it can really distract from your ability to really give it all you got and push the weight. Or I should say, keep myself from panicking. I'm also finding that my left wrist is having trouble holding a weight that heavy because I'm having trouble with the flexibility in my forearm and shoulder, or actually my shoulder and my wrist. And I do 425 for another walkout. And the interesting thing about doing this, when you lift that really heavy weight, even if you're just holding it, what it's doing, it's actually heightening up your nervous system. Your nervous system is super fired up. And this is a really good way to kind of to do another working set at a lower weight. And I'll probably try doing that after my meet and mess around with that sort of technique. I know Ed Cohn did something like that. He would do like heavy walkouts. And I decided to do some really light pause squats with 135 pounds. It's weird because once you have 400 pounds plus on your back, and then you put a 45 on each side, the weight almost feels like it's not there. It's sort of a weird feeling. So what I kind of tried to use this, I took advantage of this kind of heightened nervous system just to practice pause squatting and essentially use the weight to stretch me out in the hips and keep my chest tall and just posture up. So it's kind of an interesting kind of way to practice or train. But I'm sort of like a beginner when it comes to heavy squatting, especially low bar, since I've only been doing it for a month. But anyways, thanks for watching.